Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Hersey Games and welcome to the FIFA 23 QPR career mode. If you didn't think I was doing one, you're crazy. There's no way I wasn't going to do a QPR career mode this time around. We've done one for the last handful of years, and this year is no different. But there will be differences, but there was no way I was missing out on doing a QPR career mode. You can see the transfer budget is actually much higher than I sort of expected it to be, considering although the club itself is a very, rich owners, we don't spend money. We don't spend money at all. So I'm looking forward to this. I think this is going to be a really exciting season for this FIFA and for this QPR career mode. There's a lot of changes that are positive for the sake of making video content from it. I'm going to try my best to make the few little tweaks that I think the series has needed over the last couple of times I've done it, and hopefully be able to power through and bring QPR back to the heights of the Premier League. Because I haven't played any games of FIFA yet, I'm going to start it on professional, purely because I haven't kicked the ball more than like one game of Ultimate Team. That is it. So I'm going to start it on professional. If it gets far too easy, then I'll bump it up to world class. And if that's still a problem, then actually, you know what? Actually, I'm going to start it on world class and I'll move it to professional if I think it's too hard for me or if I'm struggling to adapt the game immediately. And again, if it's too easy, which I doubt it will be, it'll go up to legendary. Once we get into the Prem, hopefully, when we do that, I'll have it in the legendary bit anyway. But for now, we're sticking with world class. We'll crack on with it. Let's start looking at the team. Let's start getting this series underway. I'm very excited.
Warm welcome
Here we are. You can see we are getting our welcomes pictures taken. One thing I'll say, by the way, obviously I haven't had a chance to really listen through to the audio, comparing it to like my voice. If things are loud or quiet, I apologize. I will do my best between episodes to sort of correct that for future times. In the preseason, we're just going to take the most money. That is all we're really going to focus on for that preseason bit. And obviously, it's going to take me a little while to get used to the new layouts and everything. But let's start off by looking at the team, and I'll show you guys what it is I want to do. Obviously, now in real life, Mick Beale's come in. We're no longer playing that 5 at the back. We're playing this 4 that kind of becomes a 4-5-1, can be a 4-3-3. Sometimes it goes to a 4-4-2. There are different options there for us, but there are a couple of things immediately that I'd like to change or mention. Firstly, absolutely fuming at no Sinclair Armstrong. That is a crime. Macaulay Bonne is going to be going. From everything I've sort of seen of him online, not a big fan of how he is acted and reacted to things going on and off the pitch. Rob Dickey and Jimmy Dunn ideally would be my starting pair. Balogun has come in and been fantastic for us in real life, but I think I'll have him on the bench. Ozzy is 1000% coming into the team on the bench for now. We've got Laird, who has done very well in real life. And will definitely be making some appearances for us. I'm going to run Field and Amos. I think I'm going to start over Dazelle for now. I do like Amos in real life. Johansson, obviously, captain for the season at the very least. On the bench, see, this is where I kind of wanted to have that option of Sinclair Armstrong. I was going to make him that sort of substitute striker that we need. But I think what I'm going to do is sell Macaulay Bonne and use that money to bring in a striker. It's also very much worth noting that Ilias and Willock, it says that Ilias can't play left wing. I'm going to have a look and see how long it would take to convert him to a left wing. Otherwise, we're going to have to look at a formation that can incorporate Chair and Willock, because I'd like both. Linden is going to be our starting striker for now, unless we bring somebody in to replace him, which I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be the plan. But otherwise, you can see this is sort of our main squad that we're going to run with. A few players here that I might loan out, like I might maybe get Masterson loaned out, Shadipo, Murphy Mahoney potentially. Clark Salter, I like the addition of Clark Salter to the team. I think it is good options for us, and we know that Beale likes a centre back who's confident on the ball. But we have got a lot of centre backs, which is an issue that we didn't have last season in regards to options at the back that we're fairly confident with. I would say that we have 4 that I think are good enough to start centre backs in Dickey, Dunn, Balogun, and Clark Salter when all are fit. Drew and Flaherty, I'll probably get both these guys loaned out, probably Gubbins, and then again either Walsh or Mahoney to be loaned out as well. But we've still got Tim and we've got Richards as well on loan. Roberts obviously in on loan. As I mentioned before, Laird is here again on loan. But the main addition to this starting lineup and everything looking on here is I'd like to get in a new striker, whether again it be a starting or a substitute. I will work that one out, but I am going to transfer list Macaulay Bonne. It might take me a minute to work out how to do it, so bear with me. Okay, adding him to the transfer list, Macaulay Bonne, get him listed. He's worth just under $1 million supposedly, so that is going to be something that we potentially make as a bit of money back. Now, one thing you can see here, obviously we've got players in, but we've also got players out. So Charlie Kelman, Duke McKenna and Owens all out on loan. We have got a few players here with only a year left on their contract. I think what I'll do, because it is quite a few players, obviously one of which is Chris Willock as well, who is crucial to this whole save, if I'm being brutally honest. Let's have a look at our money situation. We have got £9 million with a big old weekly budget. That's actually incredible. I don't want to go crazy overboard though, because I feel like in real life we don't spend a huge amount of money. What I'm going to do, we'll look at the emails from the board, we'll look at the expectations, and then after that we'll look at potentially sorting out the contracts of players with only a year left, get those done. Again, I'm not having Willock, for example, leave. And then we'll potentially go and look at some options for strikers. And then we'll talk about how we're going to go through the seasons and everything and the changes I'm going to make for this year. So let's have a little look here. Youth development, within 2 seasons, have at least one player from the youth academy play 50%. That's pretty doable, especially if we have got a youngster coming through. Obviously, last year we had Isaac Coles, absolute gem. Streak of 5 games without defeat, again, doable if I can get decent at the game. Continental, we're not there yet. Fight for promotion, I'm happy with this. That's what I would like to do anyway in real life and for the video, for the sake of the series. Reach around a 16, if I could do that, then great. Reduce player wages by £26,000 a week. Okay, so there's a good chance our wages are going to go up a little bit when we make these changes to our wages and the players with the 1 years left. But if I can get a few players out, then obviously that'll free a bit up to then sign maybe a younger striker on less wages than Bonne. We'll see if that is an option. Let's look at the youth system while we're here. This is all basically the same sort of dealio. We have got Harvey Hutton is our prospect player here. So he is 1765 rated, 73 to 94 potential. That's pretty good already. And he is going to be a left mid or a right mid. Let's have a little look and see what his shooting's like, because I think he could be our striker. He could be our answer. His 72 shooting. Boys, I think we've just found our striker. I won't lie to you. It's going to take him 4 weeks. I think he's going to end up being higher rated than Linden. This could be our Sinclair Armstrong. Because Armstrong, for some reason, isn't in the game, this could be our youth system striker that has his breakthrough season. I think Harvey Hutton, we're going to convert him to a striker. We might actually be about to save. Apparently 6'3". He looks tiny. He looks the same height as the other lad. That's mental to me. I don't get it. But we're gonna convert him to striker, and we're gonna see if he could be our Sinclair Armstrong. The other guys here, there's some decent-ish looking players. Branco as a keeper, I mean, potentially down the line. I really like the keeper. The keeper kit looks really clean. And actually, to be fair, so does the home kit. It looks really, really clean in the save, in the game and everything. I think it looks really, really nice. So I'm very happy with that. But yeah, I'm very happy with these players, and Harvey Hutton could be fantastic for us. What I'll do is I'll go and sort out the contracts. I don't think there's anything too crazy. I don't think you guys will be too fussed about seeing sort of what it is I actually go through. What I'll do is if there's any issues, I'll highlight the issues to you, or cover any players that I don't think we're going to keep hold of. So I'll go through that now, and we'll work out what the plan is with these players. I can tell you right now, though, the first player that's getting his contract sorted is Chris Willock. Let's do that now. Okay, I've gone through. You can see only Balogun and Bonne are the only two I haven't gone through. Bonne, obviously, because I'm looking to sell him, and Balogun because he's 34, and realistically, I don't think I'm going to sign him on for an extra year. I doubt he's going to be even in the 70s if the way that development happens is anywhere near like previous years. I don't see him keeping a particularly high rating, sadly. Everyone else actually accepted a wage decrease as well. So every single player has actually taken less wages than they were on previously. I don't know if I can actually show that. So 300 grand is what it's cost me in sorting all of these wages. and the wage increase you can see is 0. It has gone down a little bit. I don't know why. Oh, there you go, wage cuts. Okay, that's not quite as much as I thought I'd cut it down by. Maybe the odd thousand here or there, but yeah, pretty much pretty happy with how that's gone. I think the next plan really is now pushing the team forward. I'll get some training done. I think it's helpful to get the training done because it helps with development down the line. Again, you guys don't have to see all the training, so don't worry about that. I'm not going to make you watch all the training stuff. But what I'm going to do is it's going to take 4 weeks for Harvey to become a striker. Is it worth me looking at a couple of strikers? I'm gonna have a little look, just as a couple of options, just see if anyone jumps out to me, see if there's anyone that I'm like, this would be a good backup. And actually, something else I'd like to do is go to the squad hub, and I'd like to convert Willock and Ilias Chair to their wing positions. Let's see who can play where and how long it will take them to do so. So 15 weeks for left mid, right mid. It's only going to take 10 weeks for left wing. That's fine. Ilias Chair, by the time the season's coming around, will pretty much be ready to play as a left winger and be in position. That's great news. And then if I go to Willock, wherever he may be, Chrissy Willock, I think he can play right wing technically anyway. It's only going to take 2 weeks. I'll convert him there so he's there and he's ready. But yeah, sweet. Have them ready and in position, I think would be fantastic. So I'll get those two converted, which is good news for me. And I'll go have a look for a potential striker if we think we still need one. Okay, so I've had a look at a couple of players. You can see here we've got Clark Harris, we've got Ricky J. Jones, Luka Zhao, Jonathan Lecco, Naki Wells, Cameron Archer, and then Sekou Mara. Now, obviously, there's a big difference in all of the reasons I've looked at some of these guys. Some of them I have no idea what kind of rating Sekumara is going to be. Some of these obviously would be for loans. Cameron Archer, Mara would potentially both be loan moves. Naki Wells would be bringing him back, obviously, to Loftus Road. Obviously, the other end of the spectrum for sort of what we're looking at, he would be a bit of a bit part player, but I think there'd be a lot of QPR fans that wouldn't have been upset if a season or so ago we'd brought Naki Wells back. Lecco, good young talent that has never really quite peaked where people thought he would. Luka Zhao, that sort of mid-range of knows the championship at a team like Reading that haven't had the best of times in the last couple of seasons. Injury prone isn't ideal, but not young, so therefore his price isn't that bad. Same with Clark Harris, seems to always get goals and seems to be linked to teams left, right, and centre, but hasn't really ever happened. And then Ricky J. Jones, again, real good young talent, relatively not unproven, but I think, needs a chance consistently in a team. And he wouldn't necessarily get that immediately with us, but would be an option for us if we needed it. So all of these guys are getting scouted. And obviously, by the time we know if we're needing to sign a striker or not, we'll have that information. If we end up not needing to sign a striker, we'll use the money for Bon to pick somebody else up. What we can also do is use some money on a youth system. That might be where I use some of our cash because we're definitely not going to spend 9 million this transfer window. That is a spoiler alert for you. We're not spending 9 million this transfer window. I think we'll keep some realms of plausibility by the fact that we don't spend much money at the moment. And if we have a good season, then maybe we have some more money to spend. That's how we'll do it. I won't lie to you guys. It's I've done 3 sets of training drills and I've been here for a long time. I'm going to skip training drills. They'll get D's on everything. That's just going to happen. Okay, we've had an offer in for Macaulay Bon from Vavakar's Faith. Vavakar's Faith is what, or Fatih. I don't know how you say it. I'm going to accept it. £950,000. Again, that's good money for a player that we've basically agreed that we're not going to be using. Well, and you can see the deal has gone through. It's a little bit glitchy. It's a little bit buggy. I'm not sure why I don't know why it keeps going to black. I don't know if they're trying to make it like, I think this is broken. I think what's happened here is this is broken. The cutscene hasn't quite worked out, but Macaulay Bon has gone. Again, a deal that didn't quite work out. So now we get somebody in, but this is really, let me know if you guys are experiencing this. It just keeps going buggy and not working. Let me know if you guys have had that issue too. Let's see what they think of the deal because you get rated now on deals. Wow. Okay, I could have made 50,000 more if I was more demanding. And apparently that means I get an F. Cool. I don't just miss out on getting a B or a C. I get an F. Cool. Okay, well, nice. Chris Willett can now play as a right winger, so converting him, he is now 74 rated. He has gone up already, which does not surprise me in the slightest. I'm going to put him on inverted winger to get the shooting up because he's already pretty good, and it gets him to 4-star weak foot, which would be nice too. Okay, so we are at our first game now. For the preseason, I am just going to quick sim for now. However, something I'm going to try for this career mode, because I kind of already film it where I show you guys the highlights. What I'm going to do is when we actually get to proper games, I plan on using the play highlights feature. I'm not just going to do the play attacks only. I'm going to give, obviously, you guys a chance to try and watch me attempt defending as well. But it will be that basically I will sit and we will just have as continuous clips me going through the match highlights. I think it will just help us get through the season a little bit quicker, but still keeping all of the actual highlights and all the things that go on with the games. It means we don't quick sim games, obviously, apart from like preseason and stuff. It means for cup games, we can treat them like normal games and just sort of play the highlights. It will help me get through more games in episode, and therefore we'll get through the series at a much quicker pace and get a couple of seasons in way quicker than we have for previous ones. Let me know what you guys think down below as to whether you guys are okay with that. If you've got issues with that, then obviously let me know. And it could be that we try it for a couple of episodes and see how it feels and see how you guys are with it and if you agree with it. So yeah, this one obviously being preseason, I'm just going to quick sim it because realistically it's not the end of the world for preseason. But Balogun actually comes on and gets a goal in a 1-1 draw with Hibernian. Second game of preseason up against Heerenveen is how I'm going to say that. The Dutch side, obviously you can see we have changed every single outfield player apart from Amos, just because I don't know why I didn't change Amos, but I haven't. So, oh yeah, and Dykes, because we know why we haven't changed Dykes, because we haven't really got a second striker. But anyway, we will quick sim this. It's a 1-1 draw again. I'll take a 1-1 draw. They missed a late penalty. Clark Salter this time getting a goal. So both of the centre backs I've decided we're not going to start are currently our only goal scorers. Cool. Final pre-season game of the group stage up against Peterborough, who was obviously a team we were looking at a couple of strikers from. I'll play what is, again, going to be probably our starting lineup for the season. Again, a quick sim. And we beat the League One side 2-1. Tyler Roberts come on and scores. And Ilias Chair, who's still currently technically out of position, gets himself a goal as well. Happy with that. I think that should see us through as well. So semi-finals, nice. Apparently it wasn't enough. I don't think I've gone through because they're saying that it's disappointing I didn't go through or didn't win it. And obviously if I didn't win it, then I didn't go through it. Anyway, I think we're out. Well, you can see here another player leaving. This time it's just a loan. Shadipo is going on loan for a season over to Genoa. So Shadipo's not leaving permanently, but he is off on a season on loan. And we do also have another potential loan move as well. Obviously, the plan is for Shadipo to come back. He's not leaving permanently. But yeah, Shadipo out on loan at Genoa for the season. And here is that other loan move. It's Conor Masterson going on loan to a Turkish side. I forget which one it is. It's like the green and orange logo stuff. But yeah, you don't need to see the same thing 3 times in a row. Conor Masterson's out on loan, boys. Well, this is what we have been waiting for. Hutton, his position change. We just want to see a decent... I want to see high 60s. If it's 70 or above, then we're absolutely laughing. He's currently 65 rated, so he has actually gone up one. As a striker, he is 70 rated. That is truly phenomenal. That is great, great news. Very happy with that. I'm going to make him a poacher. Gets the shooting stats up even more. He's 5-star, 4-star, which is great. And it gets his sprint speed up. Let's try and get the sprint speed similar to his acceleration. That'll be fantastic. And straight off the bat, he is getting promoted. Like I say, he is our Sinclair Armstrong for this series because we don't have Sinclair Armstrong because we've been mugged off in that sense. So Clark Salter, mate, I'm sorry, you are going to be dropping out to... Actually, I think if I'm being honest with you, Clark Salter's going to go on the bench over Balogun. Nothing against Balogun in the slightest, but you can see he's already gone down one. So let's put Clark Salter in there. Hutton on the bench. Linden will be our starting man for now. And yeah, I think, honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. Overall, I think the squad is in an okay enough position for us to maybe get our first game of the episode in. You know what? I've been filming for nearly an hour, but it's going to be a bit of a shorter episode potentially with things thus far because we haven't done much in regards to transfers because I didn't want to do all the transfers without you guys having a chance to actually have an input. So what we're going to do is we'll do the pre-match conference. We'll answer any questions they got for us for QPR Burnley. Very tough first game of the season. can we expect some serious kickabouts after the season? I'm happy with what I've got here. I am happy with what I've got here. I think so far things are looking good. We look potentially good enough to go up. Do I think we can? We'll give it our best, I promise. And I mean that. We will give it our best, I promise. In a quiet window, are we planning on bringing in a few players? It's about the right players. And that's very much correct. It is about us bringing in the right players. I don't want to go overboard right now, so we'll stick with what we've got. But, and I said this just now and I'll say it again, if there's players or positions, oh, Maguire, by the way, to Brighton, interesting. Players or positions, and Morata, mad, I keep getting distracted, that you think we should improve on, then let me know in the comments down below. Between now and the next episode, I'm happy to potentially make a signing or two, but I don't want to go crazy with how much money we spend. As I said, we've got money. That's not necessarily the issue here. We've got 11 million. Like, we've got the coins and the coins. We've got the money to spend. I don't really want to spend more than 2 or 3 total. So if there's a signing or two or a position that we could potentially pick up, or if you think we should invest some of that in some youth systems, then let me know, because I'm happy to do either. But what we're going to do to kind of, I guess, round up this first episode is we're going to try out the new play highlights system. And obviously this is a chance for me on World Class because I've not played it yet on this difficulty. So I have no idea how good I'm going to be. But it gives you guys a chance to see if you like this and if this is something that we can do going forward. Because again, in my head, this is going to help us so much with getting more games done per episode and actually getting more fit into it. It might mean that instead of once a week, I can upload this a couple of times a week and actually get it like uploaded consistently, because I can get more done in a shorter period of time. So without further ado, we're going to jump into our first game of the season, of the series, QPR Career Mode on FIFA 23. We're here at Loftus Road and ready to start what is hopefully going to be a very exciting season. I'm excited to get it underway. I'm very, very nervous, I won't lie to you, for the start of the new season and for the start of this highlights thing, because it is all new to me. This is my first time experiencing it. I've watched Canny, I think is how you say it. It's Canny, or I think it's Canny. He is doing, or was doing, a Liverpool one for like during the beta period, and I really enjoyed it. There were a couple of bugs with it, and there were a couple of times where it didn't quite work out. But provided it all works and everything, I think is a super, super clever thing to add, and I think is a really, really cool addition. The only other thing I want to throw your guys' way as well, and we'll get to this when we see it, is the camera angle. I'm more than willing to change the camera angle so that it's not the like starter one. I can have it on this telly broadcast. I'm also more than happy to have it on the new one, because I've been kind of trialing it. This one, the sports cam, where it's kind of like the TV camera. I'm happy to do either. What I'll do again is we'll demo it with this. Let me know what you guys think. I think it looks kind of cool because it looks a bit more like you're actually watching TV highlights. Let me know your guys' thoughts. And we start off immediately here with a good chance to play this in. Ilias Chair. Oh, I've got the bloody trainer on. Let me turn that off. We've got the trainer on, but Ilias Chair, first chance of the career mode, boys. 10 minutes in. Could we set up Lyndon Dykes for an absolute dream start to the season? Ilias taps it in, and just like that, boys, it's 1-0. Lyndon Dykes starts the season perfectly. Absolutely things you love to see. Perfect start. Really good example of this highlight system, of just the fact that it's fast-paced, it's cracking on with it, and now we've got a free kick. The boys have started really well. They've given me a really, really good base to start off of here. Can we maybe get a little something? I'm going to try and just dink this over the wall. Tiny little bit of curve. Little dink. Come on, Ilias, to make it 2. Oh, Burich is a tall boy. It was straight at him. But Burnley now in the attack. 32 minutes in. So we're getting near to that half-time mark. But Burnley bringing this ball forward here. Got to try and stop this attack and just keep that clean sheet going into half-time. They've, as you can see, we've kept them pretty quiet by the looks of things. But they're running it into this corner here. Laird been pulled out of position a little bit. Taylor going to lay it inside. Got to be careful. Taylor gets it back. Senny makes himself big, wins that ball fantastically, and we do bring it away, but not for long. 10 minutes down the line, and Burnley have another chance. 42 minutes in, you can see done here. Oh, he's done really well to stop that, but Amos is going to try and get back, and Amos does get back really well, gets that ball, we win it, we take it away, and now we are into the second half, And this is a really good chance here for Burnley. So we've got straight into the second half. What I'm going to do is after this chance, I'm going to pause it. We might look at making a chance. Lovely stuff there. Good tackle in the end. I think Burnley have got a corner right now. Oh, it doesn't. Does it not let me make the changes? Oh, that's worth considering. So I've got a corner. So can I not make the changes? That's really strange. That's one thing that is a little bit weird, that I don't get to make the substitutions. Yeah, I can't. Okay, that's something worth bearing in mind. I don't think we get to make the subs. So let's work again. That's worth remembering and seeing if it's something that we like. And there we go. It's 2-0 and Rob Dickey. Yeah, no, it's not Rob Dickey. It's Jimmy Dunn. My apologies. I was looking at the complete wrong centre-backs, but Jimmy Dunn makes it 2-0. Lovely stuff. Mate, very happy with this so far. 2-0 up against Burnley as well, against such a good side in Burnley. And we've got a chance here with nearly an hour on the clock. We're going to play it here. Johansson out to Ilias Chair. He's going to do a little step over. Just keep it alive. Inside to Amos. We try and rotate this round a little bit here. Look at the run here from Laird. And Laird is going to get this ball. Going to lay it up into the box. Oh, it's not quite near enough to Linden. Quite where I wanted it. But now Burnley have got a corner after not too long after our chance there. So this has been a bit of a chance where they've got it. Juric has probably played it long and they've made a bit of a counter. But now we've got Ilias, of all people, I'm choosing here to defend this corner with. But they've tried the header. Seny Dieng, calm, collected, and literally collects it. But let's try and get something from this here. A corner for us this time. Let's try and play it. I'm going to chip it again. I'm going to put a little bit more on it. Let's go for Dickey. Rob Dickey doesn't quite get up to it. Is that going to count as cleared, or we've still got the ball here? So Chris Willock maybe, or doesn't quite bring it away there. But now we've got a great opportunity. Look at this chance here. Stefan Johansson is out wide. This ball is bouncing to him. If he can bring this down nicely, we've got a chance to bring it. Oh, I didn't see Roberts there. I didn't see him in that bottom corner. But there's 7 minutes to go now. Can we potentially get this ball and stop them with any other last chances? It's played through quite nicely there. Played through again. Can Kenneth Powell get back there? He can't. Jimmy Dunn is going to have to try and track back. I think that's Rodriguez. It was. And Jimmy Dunn's done really well. Let's get that ball away. Lovely stuff there. And this is a counter-attack for Burnley. We've lost the ball high up the pitch and they're countering. And you can see that's a really nice run for Rodriguez. Really nice run for Rodriguez. I don't think I'm going to get there. Jimmy Dunn, mate. Oh, he's not a good touch there from Rodriguez. He's taking it past Dunn. Dickey's done well to get back. But Rodriguez has kept it alive. Jimmy Dunn trying to close down now. We've done well at pushing them back, but they have kept the ball, so the highlight carries on. Rob Dickey steps in fantastically well, and that is full time. Very good stuff there from the boys. Really, really good. I enjoy it. That's fast-paced. There's no messing about. I enjoy this highlight system. Obviously, it's a little bit stressful because you have no concept as to what's coming up. Obviously, it's not me getting to pick how these chances build up, but I like it. It's fast. It just feels good. It feels fluid. Let me know what you guys think. It's important to me to know what you guys think of it. I'm happy to change the game speed to be a little bit longer. If that potentially allows for more highlights and you'd like to see a little bit more, let me know. One thing I would say, it's a bit awkward not being able to make the subs. That's something that's not ideal. But overall, 2-0. What a fantastic way to start the season. I'm very, very happy with that indeed. But like I said, I don't want to go too crazy far into this without you guys having a choice and making an impact in it. Obviously, we are just coming up to August, so we have a month of the transfer window left. And I want to leave that month for a chance for you guys to have a say in what we've done today, in potential signings, but also the highlight system, everything. I want to make sure that this career mode you guys enjoy as much, if not more, than I do. So please do comment down below with any queries you have, things you liked, things you weren't a fan of, and of course, any potential signings. But that is where I'm going to round up today's video. If you have enjoyed it, then please do leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, the channel, the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video. Of course, if you want to watch us our live streams, we stream on Twitch and on TikTok. Links to both are down below. And while you're down there, make sure you check out the links to our channel sponsors as well. Massive thank you for supporting the channel. But that's it from me. Thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I will see you very soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands.
Now his name is Thirsty. Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, I'll say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Thirsty Games, yeah, you already know. Thirsty Games, gonna hurt for days. I'll burst into flames, I'll enter the maze, enter in Tane. I'm gonna make it rain. He's kicking and he's taking names. The one streamer who will never bore me. QPR, S8 to glory. Career on the mode, reading a story. Heaven, not hell, no purgatory. Thirsty Games, now his name is Thomas. No tank engine, yeah, I promise. His streams are bomb. Tomic with his bald head, Wallace and Gromit. Thirsty Games, burst into flames, enter in Tane, enter the maze, gonna make it rain. He's kicking, taking names. Thirsty Games, Yo, JHG, subscribe to Thirsty Games.